Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. In this episode I will show you the installation of integrated washing machine. I did say to you in the last video about the kitchen installation that I will show you the installation of the appliances one by one, and I will treat this as a separate videos. So this is the first one of those, and will show you the washing machine installation. As you are probably aware, you need to have as less as possible pipes and electrical sockets behind the washing machine. Okay, so first thing that we have to do is to remove these bolts that they are holding the drum. It's only for the transport. So this washing machine comes with a key and we just take them down. Then we're just going to connect the water hose, and we try to visualize the route of these hoses to actually get them connected. When installing a washing machine, it has to be elevated. Normally is about 4 or 5 centimeters from the floor. In this case we can only add 2 centimeters, but you will see later why. Another important advice will be these mounting plates. You see those two for the hinges, they have to be in the middle position. You can actually put them up or down, so you have a bit of adjustment. So for this stage of the installation, make sure they are in the middle so you can adjust the door after. After that, we're placing the door in the position. We leave the door about 3 millimeters lower than the actually side panel, because we know the worktop will sit on that panel. We want the door to be 3 millimeters lower than the actually worktop. And then on this mounting place you will have a line which marks the center of the actually hinge. We transfer that line onto our door, and this is actually the height of the hinges. You can see here, if your washing machine will sit on the actually floor, you might not be able to install your bottom hinge. After we mark the lines on the door, we measure 22 millimeter from the side of the door, and then we'll have our cross, so we have our point where the actually the hole has to be. For this hinges, we're gonna use a 35 millimeters hinge cutter. They all standard, they all 35. You will get some 28, but they are for different application. For kitchen hinges, you always gonna have a 35 millimeters cutter. Some people like to install all the cupboards and the washing machine and install the door after. I like it to do it differently, so I like to install the washing machine, have it straight, nice and plump, and then I will install the door, and then I can carry on with the other units, because it's very easy to get a disalignment in between the washing machine door and the rest of the units. This is how I do it. This is how I will show you. You have to be very careful when you're drilling for this door. They normally the hinges are normally 12-13 millimeters deep, and obviously the door is about 18 millimeters, so it's very easy to actually damage the door. So just, you know, drill it in stages, drill, check, drill more, drill a bit more, and so on. Yeah, so this is how the hinge will look like. You saw me putting it the other way around, but I was just checking if the hole is deep enough. This is how the hinge will have to be fixed on the actually door. Now we're drilling the other one, and we'll check as we drill, and then we'll secure them, and then I'll show you how we actually mounting the door. I know I said that, but I will repeat myself. I think having the door installed on the washing machine before you actually carry on with the rest of the units, I think it does make a much neater job, because sometimes the units are not 100% in the 90 degrees, or you might find that you can't actually have it perfectly plumb because some reason. Trust me when I said that sometimes the units are not perfect, depending obviously of the quality of the kitchen. And having this door and then having everything aligned regarding to this door, it will be a much easier and a much neater final product. Let me show you how we're installing the door. So those hinges are actually slotting in those mounting plates. Now they give you obviously a screw that you attach the door to the actually washing machine, and it does have left and right movement. So if you need to move the door left and right, that screw has adjustment. There is also up and down adjustment. You will see me that doing in a minute. The bottom hinge doesn't fit. I mean, it does fit in the actually slot, but the hole for that screw has to be centralized. So that means I'll have to open the screw that is located on the top of the mounting plates. You will see that now, and adjust so the hole is centered, and then I will install the hinge. So basically they have, I would say, 5-6 millimeters of adjustment in total, up or down. But if you forget to put them in the center and you leave them either totally down, then obviously if you need to take that door down, you won't go any farther than that. So remember to keep that mounting plate in the middle. You need to take your time when you're installing this door, especially if you are a beginner, because if you get this wrong, then you won't have any adjustments apart from what I said, and in that case you will have to play with the actually washing machine. Move the washing machine either up or down, but obviously if that is possible, because sometimes that won't be possible. One mistake that I see people doing is to secure this washing machine with an angle bracket somewhere, because obviously it's moving around. If the washing machine is fixed properly and is level, it shouldn't move around. I will show you now how to attach this washer onto the actually door. So this washer will obviously get caught into the magnet which is located on the washing machine, and they will obviously lock the door, keep it together. So you just have to put this screw into the washer, put it onto the magnet, but the screw will have to be facing outwards, so it has to obviously facing the door, and then you just push the door a few times in this screw, and then you will have the location where to actually install it. Just bear in mind, before you do that, make sure the washing machine is nice and plumb, the door is nice and plumb, all the gaps are the same, because if you have to adjust the door after that, maybe this washer won't be in the right position. I have tried to show you that on the camera, but it doesn't picking up because the screw is very tiny. This is how it looks installed. You see is that washer, and then it's just catching on the magnet and it keeps the door closed. Now we just have to obviously adjust the washing machine. I mean, we just have to push it in, and we're pretty much done. This is how the washing machine looks installed. You can see we have this end panel which is attached with two angle brackets from the wall. We have the washing machine against. We have not the door is nice and flush with the panel. The gap, it's the same all the way from bottom to top. And now everything is done, we're happy with that, so we can carry on with the rest of the units that will be from the right hand side of the washing machine, and we can nice and easy have them to be aligned. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.